Welcome, Scorpio, to your numerology reading for May. I hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on in your numerology. If you're not real 100% sure exactly what's going on, it is in the description area underneath the video. And also my meditation video, my channel, excuse me, link is also under there if you're interested in relaxation, meditation, music, and videos. Okay, so getting straight into this, we have manifestation coming up. So having this manifestation is saying this is exactly what you need. You need to be on this right path. I see beautiful rewards coming in because of this lunar eclipse. And so, you know, if you've already gotten a lot of things, that is awesome. If you're still waiting, then they're on their way. But Spirit is also letting you know that it is time again to manifest. It's time again. And if you haven't seen just the rewards just yet, continue with that manifestation. So everybody's story is a little bit different, but the 8 is manifesting. With the Earth Star Chakra activation, anchoring, grounding action, Isis energy. Nice. Patience. Fertility. Ooh, and growth. So definitely having the fertility over here is this Venus energy coming through. And this is 3. This is talking about the harmony, the peace within the situation. And also being grounded with the powerful 3 within yourself, your mind, body, and soul. Because this opens your heart chakra to manifest the things that you need. Patience is always needed, whether or not you're, looking for the ultimate change with the 1 + 4 = 5. So if you're seeing a lot of 5s, it's because there is this big change coming. Or if you feel like you've already gotten some of your just rewards, it's talking about the change that's taking place, to be patient for the next stage and next phase to come through. So no matter what it is, there's a very supportive energy coming through with this lunar eclipse for you, being that this new moon in this lunar eclipse was in Scorpio. So it awakened all of these things to you so that you can kind of rebuild, right? So you might have even felt a lot of the energies during the lunar eclipse where it felt like there was a loss of energy, or maybe even a little depression. I've had a lot of people tell me, I feel very depressed right now. I feel very much lost. I feel like I'm overwhelmed. And this is because that Scorpio energy is rejuvenating, regenerating, and making changes within you. And especially you, Scorpio, because that is your constellation. So it's really working really hard on you, just as it worked really hard on Taurus, because we are in Taurus energy. The only difference is that most Tauruses didn't feel the depression and the stress that you were feeling. They were feeling more energized. Now, there could have been some of you Scorpios that felt this huge energy if there was nothing really left for you to heal on or to release, right? So then you would feel the opposite effect. You would start feeling the way Taurus was feeling. Very energized, motivated, go, 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 right, and creative. So depending on how you're standing, everybody's story is a little different, but, however it is, it's all for the growth no matter what. Even if you're feeling, it doesn't matter which aspect you were feeling, it was still a part of the growth, right? And so it's saying this is opening this new path, okay? This is opening up these fresh new opportunities for you. And so it's asking you to stay grounded in your Earth Star Chakra. Those of you who watch chakra, you already know where that is. But for those of you who don't, it is going to be 6 inches below. Some people say 6 to 12 inches, but that's fine. 6 inches below your root chakra, right? Grounding yourself into what we consider Middle Earth, right? Really getting into the Middle Earth. Not just, the ground of the earth, but the inside of the earth. And this is a place where you're really stable. This is the place where your roots grow into, right? When it's growing into the dirt, it plants itself into the earth itself and really stays there and gets nutrients from the ground itself. And this is where your humanness is. The human energy. the feeling anchored, the feeling the super stable. Okay. And this is going to help you feel grounded and feel stabilized to get to what you need. And this is where the patience will really come in and make you feel like everything's going to be okay. This way you can get to the abundance. You can use the compassion and make sure that you are using compassion towards yourself. Right? Nurture yourself. Make sure you're eating healthy, doing the things that you need to do. And that's also part of this Earth Star Chakra, because it's also talking about the stability, the survival of your needs to a deeper level. Right? So, and this brings growth, which is kind of crazy, because if you really think of it as roots being in the ground, if the roots are not in the ground, right, the plant will die, right? Those who need to be really grounded. And because then that causes growth. So it's almost kind of metaphoric in its way now, isn't it? It's kind of crazy. But this gives you patience and planning. So this allows you to patiently plan your next step, your next manifestation. Really patience and planning. If you haven't gotten exactly what you want just yet, then you can actually patiently plan on how I'm going to really manifest this to come in faster. Maybe I did something, maybe I was too kind of wishy-washy. I wasn't giving it the right kind of compassion. Maybe I said, I really want this, and then maybe I confused the energy by bringing out, I guess I can never have that because I didn't wait long enough because you were impatient. Things of this nature, depending on how it is. Manifesting is a little bit different from rewards, right? Rewards you get no matter what, but if you're manifesting things and then all of a sudden you go back on it and say, I'm not sure because I don't think I deserve that. It's taking so long, I guess they don't want me to have that. You just stop the chariot straight in its own tracks, right? Three of Wands, you're looking out for those ships. Make sure that you're looking out for those ships. Make sure that this is truly what you want. Remember, in manifestation, there is a time period in between. So the universe says it stops and it says, okay, are you sure you really want this? I'm going to give you a time limit. Because if it's something, you're not sure that you want, I'm not going to bring this in. So it's not always working exactly 100. There are rules and regulations to law and attraction. It's really almost can be kind of confusing. A lot of the little things we say we don't want, then we end up getting. A lot of the big things we say we want, then we end up sometimes not getting. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, what the heck? There is a time period, though. There's a crazy story I'm going to tell you guys real fast about being sure that you want something you really want. There's this story that I had watched. It's not a personal story. It's just something I had seen. And this woman says that she really wants this guy, right? He was supposed to be the best guy on the planet. You guys have probably all heard this kind of story before. Because he's hot, he has a great job, he does this, he does that. She sees him as, she puts him way up on a pedestal, just thinks he is the grandest thing ever. And he's great while they're dating, right? And she really, really wants him. And she keeps manifesting him to come back because he kind of like gets away from her, and then she really wants him to come back. So one day, she's just like praying, like, come on, I want this, She finally gets this guy that she really wanted. And I just want to tell you something about this. It was almost like it took a long time. And she even said at one time her gut feeling was like, maybe he's not as good as I thought he was going to be. And so she got a little hesitant. But then she was like, no, she was like fighting her own intuition. And so anyway, she manifests this guy, right? Not even kidding. She feels, that's how she feels. That's how she's telling the story. She really pulls him in and really gets him. I'm going to tell you right now, she should have went with that gut feeling. The universe was trying not to give her this person. It's just crazy. That's what she said. She said, I feel like they didn't want us to be together, and I can't figure out why. But then she found out years later when she married him, he was not the guy you think he was. Her higher intuition and gut feeling was actually, and her higher self was actually keeping her away from this man because he was super duper toxic. So what you think sometimes is you're manifesting as something so wonderful, is not so wonderful. In fact, he was horrible, you guys, horrible. And her whole thing about manifestation was, I wish it never came. Right? I wish I would listen to my gut feeling, that type of thing. So the reason I'm bringing this story up is because they always sometimes want you to, are you sure that's what you want? Because through law and attraction, I'll give you things that you really want, even if it's not good for you. But you have good intuition that you're supposed to listen to whether or not that's supposed to be good for you, right? But she fought against it. Anyways, he was terrible. I just wanted to tell you the story. He was horrible. So what you always think might be so wonderful is not so wonderful. And so it gives you time to buffer. It's called a buffering stage. There's a buffer in between if you really want this, you know. And so my whole feeling on that is that's a lot of times why we don't get things so fast in certain areas of our life, because it's almost like this buffering stage is like, are you sure that's really what you want? But then you have to like listen to your gut feelings. She said she wished she would have listened to her gut feelings because, yeah, he was horrible. Look at that. Terrible. Preoccupied by himself, total narcissist, didn't give a crap about her. Just a horrible story, right? But he was supposed to be the doll of them all, right? Okay, yeah. That was just a card from Spirit to say, yeah, he was definitely preoccupied by himself, pre-calculated in his situation, and he was terrible. But yeah, so that's just the story of making you understand why things buffer. Why sometimes, and this is why we have to stay patient, because it gives you that extra time to patiently make sure that you know exactly what it is you want. And how is it going to, sometimes we even need to know, is it really good for me, and will it actually increase my life, or how is it going to change my life? Sometimes we need, you know, certain situations you're trying to manifest, you have to see things like that. Is it going to make it far off better for you? Of course, in this situation, Spirit is saying, I want you to pay attention and be patient about what it is you do. You need to move on to a new road, but I need you to really patiently look at what you're bringing in to make sure that you're bringing in the right situation for yourself, right? Do not give yourself anything that you think might hurt yourself. I don't want you to hurt yourself. I want you to be grounded and make sure that what you're bringing really brings in growth, understanding, true, fresh opportunities for yourself, right? Something that's not going to hurt you in the end. Okay? Something that's going to make you prosperous from so many areas, and especially talking about this Empress over here, making sure that it brings in the best of you and the best for your family and the best for things that you really truly want. Okay? Making sure that, yeah, there's the growth again. Make sure that you realize that, you know, this is the opportunity of growth and really manifesting something wonderful for you. Something that's supportive. Here's the support. Something that's supportive. Something that's bringing in, you know, fresh things for you. Things that are going to do something great for you in the end. Not just, you know, just this or that or the other. How is it going to change your life? What kind of enormous amount of wealth, health, opportunities will this make for you? Because the eclipse wants to bring in this enormous amount of, you know, positive light, gifts, things, you know, that are fruitful. But they want to make sure that what you're manifesting, you are doing the best for yourself and the people around you. Absolutely. So use a lot of clarity for the growth. Again, now we have growth twice. To make sure that you're really looking at what it is and giving for the best of the gift, right? Because look, it's saying you give so much as it is. I really want you to have the true rewards that you're looking for. And I really want you to manifest something that's really, truly good for you. So it makes me think, like, for maybe some of you, no, I'm not going to say all of you, but maybe you're manifesting something that only helps you but not the family, or maybe it helps your family so much, but then it brings you into a whole new aspect of your life that's not healthy for you. For instance, here's another one. Spirit's just going to make these things pop up. People, I want to win the lottery. My husband and I are going to win the lottery. How many times have you seen on those I won the lottery shows? They don't end up together, you guys. a lot of times it splits the family apart. It was like the lottery ruined my life. I think that was the name of the show. The lottery ruined my life. It made the husband or the wife or whoever so greedy, so this, so that, pumped them into somebody else. So it was like they wanted this for their family, they wanted it for themselves, and the next thing you know, it ruined their life because it ruined their relationship, it broke the family apart. So you have to look at what kind of relationships you have within yourself and really want to know what it is you really want. Because remember, big giant money changes people, and sometimes it doesn't change you. Sometimes it changes the partner so much you can't put up with them anymore. They become somebody you don't even know. So we have to look, and it would never have happened if they went and won the lottery. So you have to say certain things of what is it that's really truly good that will actually help grow this situation. And that's what Spirit really wants you to focus on. Okay, best message for law and attraction is, whenever I am feeling good, I am attracting good. Oh, we just talked about that law and attraction. When you think a thought of upliftment or abundance or well-being, you are filled with a positive emotion. If you trust the way that you feel as the indicator as to which side of the subject, because there's two subjects, negative and positive, you are on the right track. Whether it is the subject of money or lack of it, or health or lack of it, or relationship or lack of it, always when you feel good, you are in the place of attracting that which you are wanting. Now remember, this is what it is too, right? And then of course we have all these little aspects that I brought up of how we have to be careful, and really truly dig deep within ourselves to see what it is that's truly good for our growth, for our well-being, for our family, for the things that we need within our little world. And what's good for one person may not be good for another person, right? Alrighty. So you guys have all this stuff that you have to do right now. And then really the main part of the story is, I want to give you something amazing. And I really want you to figure out what it really is so that I can give this to you. Super give it to you. And I want you to get strong, and I want you to get stabilized within the situation so that we can really get this down. Wow. So the numbers that you probably are seeing are a lot of 8s for manifestation. 1s and 6, and then of course 7, because they want you to divinely think about this situation. And the 6s are bringing in that ultimate harmony. They want you to really, the 3s and the 6s mean peace, harmony, things that are really good for you. Because I want to give you prosperity. I want to give you abundance. I want to give you your right deserves. Things you really want. They want to give you what you want to have, but they want it from a very healthy point of view because they want you to be healthy. Okay? Because it says you're on the right path right now. Just cut through all the crap and really figure out the true meanings of what's really going to be really harmonious, peaceful, and healthy for your lifestyle, and allow that to flow, and then start patiently planning and manifesting on that peace for you. Okay, and this number over here is 8. I just want you to know that's 2 plus 6 is 8. So once again, we have that 2, really balancing the situation, and really getting down to what it is you truly want to make you happy. Okay, until next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye.